Hello and welcome to the Bruins fan review for the game versus the Dallas Stars on March 23rd. This is a very important game for both teams because Dallas is fighting for their playoff lives right now. They're a few points back of Colorado, Anaheim, LA, and a lot of other teams. They really need this win. They did not get it, which is sad for them, but we're focused on the Bruins on this channel, so we can't feel bad for other teams who are in bad situations. We were the first team out 2 years in a row under Claude Julien. We bring in Bruce Cassidy and things change. I think Dallas might want to think about doing the same thing and getting a new coach. I know it was Ken Hitchcock who's their coach tonight. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it was Ken Hitchcock. I'm not sure he's the guy for them, and I think they might want to think about moving on. But on to the game and things that were notable. Krug again sits out, and everyone who's been injured is still injured. One thing that's interesting to look at is the power play units tonight. So on one of the power play units, you have Paul Postma. Should I go any further with how injured this team is? Nick Holden, Krejci, okay, Giunta, and Danton Heinen, which Danton Heinen's been a solid player this year. The next unit, you have Marchand, Donato, Pasternak, Grzelcyk, and Riley Nash. That is the first unit. That's a pretty good unit, but it's not at full strength. It's not what you want your power play one to be. So I just want to point that out to point out how injured and how much the Bruins are suffering from that. So, I dropped the board. That's not good. Might smudge. Dallas would go up 1-0 in 3 minutes in the game, and it starts with Esa Lindell at the point, who passes to the other pointman, who then passes to Dickinson in the slot. Dickinson attempts to tip it on net. It doesn't quite get there because Derek McKenzie bats it down, settles it, throws it in front. It goes through everyone to Lindell, back at the point where the play had originally started. He comes down low to the top of the circle and beats Tuukka through the shoulder. It hits Tuukka in the shoulder. This should be saved, but somehow it gets through Tuukka's shoulder, and it's a goal, 1-0 Dallas. Big blow early in the game. You never like to see your team go down this early. Sometimes that means you're in for a bad night. And one thing that I would note is the fourth line did not play good tonight. Schwartz, Giunta, and Wingels, not a very good combo. I do not want to see it in the future. Let me show you the board here. You can see that is Esa Lindell's, I believe, 7th goal of the year. Yep, assisted by McKenzie and Dickinson. Very early in the game. I actually did some more in-depth notes where I keep track of some plays in between. You have Postma, who pinched around 5 minutes in the period. He pinched down the boards to try to make a play. Didn't make a play. Left Carlo out to dry because Carlo wasn't supposed to be over there. Carlo had to try to transition. He was not fast enough to keep up with Pitlick. It's Pitlick. Wasn't fast enough to keep up with him. Didn't have the right angle, and they got a good scoring chance. It led to the puck hitting the post for Dallas. Rass made a good glove save on the power play against Tyler Seguin. And then Ben made another shot that was saved by Seguin. Rebound and missed by Ben on an open net with about 1 minute into the second. And then Ledinen made a big save on a Pasternak 1T about 3 minutes into the second as well. Dallas would then go up 2-0. The Bruins would take a penalty. Dallas would take a penalty. Boston would get the power play. We're in their zone. Seguin gets the puck on the lower boards. He tries to clear the zone. Batted out of there by Marchand. Grzelcyk, who was adjusting to it, he was going towards the center. And this caused him to not be ready for the puck to go up the boards. He wasn't expecting it there. He was expecting the middle, but because of the deflection by Brad Marchand, Jamie Benn picks that up, takes it to the house, and goes 5-hole. Brad Marchand was making good pressure on him from behind, but it's Jamie Benn. He's a big 6'3" frame. He's known to be physical. And you weren't going to affect him too much. That's a good goal for Dallas. It's just kind of bad puck luck for Boston. And, not a good spot to be in. 2-0 in the second. It just wasn't looking good at this point. We were thinking maybe the injuries were starting to get to us. Maybe we just weren't good if we weren't at full strength anymore. We lost that charm we had. Not the case. One big save that came... Oh, no. That's a little later. The Bruins would cut the lead down to 2-1 with about 2 minutes into the third period. The Bruins would force a turnover at Central Ice, and we would take it into Dallas zone. Pasta would get it and throw it on net, and it gets blocked. Riley Nash from his knees steals it off a Dallas player, and that is impressive. He was on his knees, no angle, lifts the stick, takes the puck, passes it to Pasternak, who's readjusted and got to the top of the slot. Pasternak then weaves through 2 defenders, has an open shot, throws it on net, hits off Brad Marchand's knee, who's at the top of the crease in front, hits his knee and goes in. Dallas was looking for an interference call. They were not going to get it. Marchand was way out of the crease. Lennon was just playing aggressive, which is the only reason Marchand's stick was near there. And, great play by Riley Nash. Insane pass from the knees. I can't believe that pass. I can't wait till we're at full strength and he's on our third line, because that type of depth is what can win you Stanley Cups. Rask would then make a big save on Vermette, who was cutting towards the net mid-third. And that was the save I was going to bring up before I mentioned that goal, but I decided, it's not right to put it out of order. The Bruins would then tie it up 2-2. I'm not going to show the board actually till the end, because it's just kind of like a hassle to put it up. So I'm just going to talk about the goals and then I'll go over the scoring and all that. It's just easier that way for me. Power play for Dallas. Rask plays the puck behind the net after it got dumped in the zone by the Dallas player. He tees it up for Kevin Miller behind the net. Kevin Miller smacks it off the boards. It hits Sagan, goes towards the center of the ice, and this creates a 2-on-1 for Brad Marchand and Tim Schaller. So they're coming up the zone. Klingberg stupidly decides to play Marchand, which Marchand then has the easy decision of giving to Tim Schaller, who's going to get basically a chance to make a deke or a shot. Schaller gets it in the Ovechkin sniping position. He goes and does a little flinch like that, which causes Lennon to bite. He then goes backhand and beats Lennon, who was playing aggressively out of his crease, so he can just slide it in. Nasty move. Tim Schaller's got some of the nastiest hands for a fourth liner. I think he had a goal a few weeks ago against New Jersey. Don't quote me on the team it was against, but it was highlight reel. It might have been Pittsburgh, actually. But either way, highlight reel goal for Tim Schaller in that game. Another highlight reel goal for Tim Schaller in this game. I personally love Tim Schaller. I love what he brings to the team, his intensity and all that, and it's pretty good for a fourth liner when it comes to skill. Intensity, physicality, he brings it all. Love Tim Schaller. Nasty deke. Last few minutes in the game, the Bruins are controlling the play completely. This leads to Dallas's 10th icing of the game, and all the announcers are saying, well, it's a lot of icings, it's got to catch up to them eventually. And this is about with 27 seconds left in the game. So the Bruins win the face-off behind the center. Creates a tie-up with 4 Dallas players at the top of their zone, fighting against 2 Bruins players. And who wins it? A Bruins player. David Krejci wins in, throws it down low. Pasta gets it down low, and he gets pressured immediately. A Dallas player then gets there, who's, I believe it was Patern and Pasta who were on the boards. Pasta was kind of pinning him a little. Another Dallas player comes and just whacks it out of there, but he whacks it to Brad Marchand in the slot. Everyone's thinking Brad's going to shoot, but he slides it down low to Pasternak. Pasternak, with the momentum going against Lennon, who's coming to the pass, he goes around Lennon and kind of slides it in on the far side, and that's a goal with 11 seconds left to basically kill Dallas' season. They're 5 points back now of the Avalanche, who are in the second wildcard spot. 7 games left in the season, no games in hand. I think you can cross Dallas out. I don't think they got it in them. I think they're dead in the water right now. Could they prove me wrong? Yes, I don't see it, though. They're dead. They're dead. You don't come back from that. You don't. They could have used the point tonight. I think they're honestly dead. Yeah, so very good win for Boston. Not their best game, but, 2 points is 2 points, and you take it as you get it. Let's see. Some key stats to go over. Boston was out-hit by Dallas 30-19. Another game where Boston's out-hit. Key players out of the lineup. Doesn't let other players do what they want to do. Dallas had 7 giveaways to Boston's 3, so Dallas wasn't that secure with the puck. You could probably notice that if you were watching the game. You could tell that Dallas wasn't being too careful with their pass selection. Dallas outshot us 42-36. Fairly even game. It was kind of streaky. One team would be in control, then another team would control. Typical hockey game, honestly. Both goalies played very well. Kerry Lennon might have got beat one more time than Tuukka. He might have had less saves than Tuukka, but he played very well. And he definitely did enough for his team to win, but his team did not do enough for him to win. Postma I didn't think was good, and I don't really think that matters because he's not going to be in the lineup when the games start to matter. He's just there for depth. Hopefully he's not in there when the games start to matter. Hopefully we're healthy. Fourth line was bad, but again, all of them probably will not be in the lineup. Maybe Gianta, I can't see it. Schwarz and who Who else is on the fourth line? Wingles, I don't think they're in the lineup. Giunta, for some reason, I think Bruce Cassidy likes Giunta. I don't think he should be in the lineup come playoff times. I don't think Wingles should be, and I don't think Schwartz is even in the consideration unless we are suffering from this many injuries in the playoffs. As I said, Dallas is dead. I already expressed that. Bruins moved to 4 points back of Tampa with 1 game in hand, and we played Tampa 2 times more, which is huge. And I'm going to now bring up the board just to go over this one more time, like a whole recap. And we'll go over the stats too. I got a new camera because it was pointed out to me that the other one kind of has like lag. When I move my hands, there's more drag on the other one. I don't know if you can tell. But so I'm not used to this angle again, so it's going to be another readjusting period. Yeah, this is going to work. 3-2 Boston. We moved to 46, 17, and 10, 102 points. As I mentioned, 4 points behind Tampa. I already described the scenario we have. Dallas is at 84 points. Not quite as good of a season. If you add overtime losses to their real losses, they're only 1 game above fake 500. Or real 500. That's real 500. They are over fake 500 by like 7 games. As you can see, I shouldn't have used green, so I'm going to move this closer. Yeah, there we go. Esa Lindell got his 7th of the year, 226 into the first, assisted by McKenzie and Dickinson. Ben got his 28th, shorthanded goal, assisted by Sagan and Steven Johns. Brad Marchand gets his 32nd of the goal, assisted by Pasternak and Riley Nash. Tim Schaller gets a nasty shorthanded goal, his 11th of the year, which is pretty good for a fourth liner. Marchand and Miller on the assist. Kevin Miller, another solid game I like to point out. I can't see Kevin Miller not being with Krug. I really can't. I will be upset if he's not with Krug come playoff time. Pasternak gets his 29th, assisted by Marchand and Krejci. Moving to the point side of the board, Marchand leads the way with 78 and 59. Pasternak following with 72 and 73. Bergeron 54 and 55. So basically 3-point per game players are better, which is solid. Krug 52 and 67. Great numbers for your defenseman. Heinen, the first year player, in the fifth leading spot on the team, 42 and 68. Nash with 41 and 72. Krejci will probably slide into this list somewhere soon, I'd expect, because he's missed some games too, and he's playing games now. Krejci's a productive player, but that's interesting. Now, one thing I'd like to discuss before I end the video, this is going to be a fairly shorter one, is who do you think's in the lineup? Because I don't think Giunta is, lineup when we're fully healthy. I don't think Giunta is, I don't think Holden is, I don't think Schwartz is, McQuaid, right now he brings a physicality, but like, I don't know, Carlo, is he in the lineup? Really, there's a lot of players in the lineup who aren't playing bad. I'm still not sold on Holden, but aren't playing bad, who will probably not be in the lineup come playoff time. So I want you in the comment section to tell me who you think should sit and who you think should start come playoff time, because I'm just interested to know people's opinion. I plan on later this week, maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. We'll see. Probably an off day for the Bruins. I'll upload it, or maybe before a Bruins game. I'm going to upload my fully healthy, optimal Bruins lineup of what I think it should be. Much more opinionated video, because I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say in the comments, and maybe you're interested to hear what I have to say. But big win for the Bruins, and by request of my good friend Joey, he says I should add trivia. So my trivia question is, when is the last time the Bruins have had 3 30 or more goal scorers? Please put your answer in the comments and who they were. I've been your boy PatTar98. Hit like if you like the video. Hit subscribe if you really like the video. I will see you next game. Bye.